Hello and welcome to Living Free with Sophie. I'm Sophie, and on this channel we talk about anything and everything feminine and whatever else I feel like could be helpful to you ladies. And today we're going to talk about how to be feminine and strong. Yes. What do I mean by that? Femininity is often confused with weakness. So how are you feminine and strong? And first of all, I want to rephrase our topic a little bit. And instead of saying strong, I want you to think of being firm. So it doesn't mean strong as in you can overpower others, but strong as in firm, that you are not to be moved. You are steady, you are firm, you stand by yourself, you stand by your point, but without being aggressive, without being combative, without being unfeminine when you do it. So how to practice feminine firmity or firm femininity? That's a little bit of what we're gonna talk about in this video. And this is basically how you can stay strong, but stay while staying feminine. And this is a really important skill because when you embark on your feminine journey, you really focus on exploring your softness and being more soft, and maybe it can be a bit difficult for you to really know what to do in confrontations or what to do in arguments or discussions where you just don't want to go into that combative mode, but you also don't want to give in. So these are some advice on how you can be feminine and firm or feminine and strong. So this was the first point. Just think of it as being firm, think of it as being unmovable, and not something that's combative and overpowering. So, and I'm looking down at my notes. And if you're wondering why am I sitting here during this video, it's because I just filmed a video with 21 super cheap beauty tips, beauty hacks. So that's why I'm sitting by my beauty station. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do towards developing the skill of feminine firmness, it is to do the deep work, do the inner work, get to know yourself, and also take the time to feel how you feel. And you do this by spending some time alone, journaling, listening to yourself. Take some time where you don't listen to other people, but really figure out, what is femininity to me? How is it expressed for me? What is the most feminine, happy, joyous version of me, and how would she react? Maybe you're a more mysterious feminine woman. Maybe you're a more playful feminine woman. Maybe you're a more seductive feminine woman. You have some special mix or proportions of the feminine characteristics which fits very well for you. I hope you didn't see me spit. Okay. Yeah, you have this special mix of the feminine quality which fits really well for you. So you have to be really sure and have a good idea of who you are as your best feminine, well-balanced self. Because when you're sure about yourself, people cannot push you around. When you are sure about what is right and what is wrong, and what your morals are, what your values are, and especially in the way you think is okay to treat other people, you know when to be firm and when it doesn't really matter that much to you. So this is really important, because when you know when to be firm, that's when you can practice these skills. But if you're insecure about, was it right or was it wrong to be treated this way, or that wasn't a nice comment, or whatever it is, if you aren't really sure where your own boundaries are, you can't really set them. So this is kind of the first step. Really get to know what is right and wrong for you. And I just talked with a friend about this. Sometimes it can be difficult to feel right in the moment, and maybe you feel it a little bit later, but then just give yourself the time you need to feel it, and then when it comes later, you can take the action a little bit later, and you make a mental note of this type of situation really crossed my boundary, so you know for next time more in the situation, because sometimes it doesn't work as well if you are too late with your boundary setting, but still do it if it's an important boundary. Otherwise, make a mental note that, oh wow, I could actually feel this crossed my boundary. This is something I should not accept next time this happens. But it is really best to catch it the first time, so have these things figured out for yourself. Maybe if you grew up and your parents weren't really strong on boundaries, or they crossed boundaries a lot in your family, it can be a bit difficult to feel, where is my boundary? So you have to do that work. Okay, so femininity or feminine firmness is not like aggression. Feminine firmness is that you are calm, you are steady, you're like a tree in the wind, and the wind is the person that's want to argue with you. You're just like, you don't react to it, you don't go into the fight. Very often when people, they get caught up in a fight, they stop thinking of solving the problem or what was the reason. They kind of end up thinking about that they want to win the fight, or that they don't want to be the one to have to be defeated in the fight. So it kind of turns the fight into something else than it was originally about. And you don't want to go there. You want to stay calm. And if the fight escalates or get to a level where you can feel that your aggression is starting to come out, or you want to be mean and hurtful, remove yourself from the situation. Say, you know what? I cannot deal with this now. I'm going to take a break, do something else. We should talk about this later on when we have calmed down. This is the perfect suitable thing to say in any situation. And do not discuss, do not let it be up for discussion. Your boundaries, your feelings, it's not really up for discussion. You got hurt and nobody can tell you, well, you're so sensitive or something like that. Of course, another aspect is emotional control. I made a long video about that some time ago. You have to work on that as well, so you're not like oversensitive. But when you're sure someone crossed your boundary, or if they want to go into a fight, don't go into a fight. Stay firm on what you believe, but be very kind, be very sweet, be very calm with it. Think of it the same way as if you were babysitting, or if you have children, the way you would say no to them if they want something and they are throwing a tantrum. That's the way you want to be with all people. You know, you are kind, but you are firm. And it's not really up for discussion, and you're not staying in that situation. If your child wants candy and you said no, and you're kind, and no, we don't eat candy when it's not the weekend in this household, or whatever your boundary is, you're kind, you're sweet, they are flipping out, they're having the tantrum, and you are, you know, continuing down the aisle to another place. Maybe you bring them with you or not, but you remove yourself or them from the situation. I don't have kids yet, so I can, you know, I speak from this is what I will do kind of view, but try to remove yourself from the situation if it escalates. That's a very good move, because you don't want to go into that discussion it's not really feminine, and you probably know this from yourself. It doesn't give you a good feeling when you have an aggressive discussion with someone. I know for me, it leaves me super drained. For example, I have developed a more conservative views, and also a little bit in politics. In Denmark, they very much have the mainstream perspective, and a lot of people have another opinion of politics than I do, but actually it's not something that I really discuss with people, because this kind of discussion, it's very much in the masculine energy, and I just don't need to go there. It's I don't need it. If they want to believe what they believe, they can do so. I'm sure they do so from a very good heart. Maybe to me it seems a little bit misguided, but the intentions to me definitely are in the right place, and I don't see it as beneficial for our relation to go into a discussion like that. I don't have a need to convince you of anything, and that's a little bit of the mindset you want to have with your firmness as well. It's not about convincing other people, it's about staying firm with yourself and staying true to yourself. And you do that by just being calm. It's like if someone came up to you and they were so angry about the trees having green leaves, you would be like, yeah, that's your opinion. That's a bad thing. That's not my opinion. Or hopefully you would. If they're too scary, run away. But just this firmness and calmness with yourself, where you don't go into it, and especially this discussion part. If someone really want to discuss how you feel about something, be aware if they're trying to manipulate you, and that doesn't mean that they're doing it from a bad place. It can be, but it can also just be maybe they're just used to being very good with arguments and getting their way. And just be ready for that they might be trying to manipulate you, and you stay firm, you stay sweet, you know, that's just not gonna work here. Just like if someone, this may be a better example. If someone gonna go into your shop and they wanna buy something, you say, I'm sorry, we don't sell that here. That's kind of like the attitude you want to have, just with aggression in a fight. I'm sorry, I don't sell aggression in fights. That's just not my thing. When you calm down, we can talk about some other options for this problem solution. But that's very much the case, the metaphor for it. I'm sorry, we don't sell that here. Can I help you with anything else? You don't have to be overly sweet, but you know, you stay calm, you stay in your natural tone, but you stay firm, you know, it's just not an option. Okay, and you do this by focus on controlling yourself, and remember, you cannot control the other person. You can be so angry, so upset that they did something and you want them to change, but really realize you cannot do anything to change them. Something that I really enjoy is the serenity prayer, which is or you can say whatever you want, but God, give me the serenity to, what is it in English? Sorry. Give me the serenity to accept other people, the bravery to change the things give me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the bravery to change the thing that I can, and the wisdom to see the difference. And this serenity prayer, it helps you to realize and calm down when some people are acting weird or unfair or something like that. You can say this to yourself, and it's kind of sorry. Oh, I sat on my foot. Oh, ouch. Oh, painful. Okay, I'm back. Emotional control. I will not feel the pain. Okay, but when you say this to yourself, you know, reassure yourself you cannot change other people. It's not up to you. It's, you know, it's their thing. It really helps you to stay calm in the situation, and just remember that you can stay calm yourself. And this is again back to emotional control. It's so important with feminine firmness. And the last point is to stay calm or leave. I touch upon this. If you cannot stay calm, maybe it's better to leave. And if the person is not willing to have a talk or realize something about the breaking of the boundaries, really consider if it's someone you can leave out of your life. Maybe it's a family member. You'll have to try a little bit harder, see if you can have a deeper conversation somehow. But if it's someone you are not that closely connected to, really consider if you want a person in your life who are very okay with breaking your boundaries and don't see anything wrong when they do. The way I grew up with, for example, apologies is that when you hurt someone and it wasn't on purpose, you apologize. It's not that you're regretting what you said or you change your opinion about what you said, but you are apologizing for accidentally hurting them. When the person don't want to apologize, to me it means that they are not sorry that what they did hurt you. So, for some people it can be hard to apologize, but it is really an important skill, and you have to be able to discuss it. But this was feminine firmness, and just to put an extra caveat on it, maybe when you start your feminine journey, you will develop your femininity more and you will get comments from people. If you are faking it, or if you are pretending, or is this really you? And you just have to stay firm in your journey. And after a couple of years, they will very much see, yes, this is the real you. And if you wear pink all the time and one day you have a blue outfit, they will be like, what? Is that you with the blue outfit? And they will accept it when you stay firm. Just with anything else where you make a choice for your lifestyle, you will meet, people will react to the change that you are making. But when you stay firm, you stay calm, you stay sweet, you stay unbothered by what other people want to do, that is feminine firmness. While you stay kind, and remember, you do it to be kind to yourself, to be true to yourself, and to do the best thing for yourself. So this is the skill of feminine firmness. I hope this video helped you and that I got my points across. Maybe it was a little bit over the place, but it is a little bit of a different concept. I hope you liked it. If you have other tips to stay firm and feminine in different situations where you meet a bit of resistance from surroundings, please leave a comment below. Maybe you have a specific phrase that are really good. A friend of mine, she gave me the phrase that when someone says something offending to you, you can ask me, I'm sorry, can you explain to me what you mean? Because then either people have to take back what they said, or they actually have to explain it, and that will make it even clearer, like what they're saying is bullshit, and you will have something to grasp on that you can give feedback to. But if you ask them to, I'm sorry, can you elaborate that for me? Or sorry, like what do you mean when you say that? It puts them, it puts them on the spot. So that was a very good comeback from a friend of mine. Yes, I hope you enjoyed this video and that you found it helpful. Combining your masculine traits with your feminine traits in the right balance, it is something that you get to do a bit further along your feminine journey. So I hope this was really helpful to you. Bye. Oh, sorry, I'm not gone yet. I want to say, if you would like to see more feminine content from me, I post to Instagram pretty much daily. You can get insight to my life, and I also post a lot of my outfits, which are pretty good most of the time. I also made a Patreon if you want to support me in spreading the message of femininity into the world. I am going to make Q&A lives and book club on the Patreon, depending on the level. If you want to see something else from me there, please just text me or message me. I'm very new at this, so I'm very, very open to suggestions. And if you have specific questions for me, you know, send me a message on Instagram. I'll be very happy to help you with whatever femininity questions that you might have for me. Maybe it will inspire me to make a video that can help other people as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to see you on Instagram or Patreon or for the next video. Have a lovely day. Bye.